Hello and welcome to part 27 of Let's Play Pokemon Pearl. In the last part we got through the mountain and we found this snowy region. Oh, and Medicham. We got a Medicham as well, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, just hot off that last battle where we evolved a Pokemon, we're going to take on this Ed fella. This skier Edward. God, Edward, what a dumb name. And yeah, he actually has a Sneasel, which is... I don't really want to guess what generation it's from. I know it's not from the first, and I know it's not from the fourth, and it couldn't be from the fifth, so I'll probably say second, maybe? So yeah, that's one of the new Pokemons that we haven't seen before, so you're going to see it a lot in this route. And yeah, here's not really a midway point, but yeah, a safe house. So I decided to talk to the woman because I need my Pokemon healing, because usually you talk to the nice lady inside, and she's like, "You look tired, dear, take my bed." And then you know, you really are tired, so you take the bed even though she's a bit creepy. But so yeah, you have to actually interact with the bed to use it. So mixing it up, it's got to be good when they mix it up. So yeah, here's probably one of the best routes in the game, just because of how it looks and the fact that it's snow. I already mentioned I love snow, but it is great. So yeah, here's Gandhi or Medicham for the first time, going up against Mr. Mime, because Gandhi knows Shadow Ball, and Ghost is super effective against psychic types. So, although Gandhi's special attack is actually still pretty low, so yeah, for anyone who actually has one, be aware that you're still going to want to stick with physical attacks rather than special attacks. So, little hint for you. I think that's actually the first time we've seen Mr. Mime. We've killed enough baby mimes, so I guess it's appropriate that we kill the father of the group as well. Well, I wonder where Mrs. Mime is at this time. Huh, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I actually listed a couple of really cool snow levels, because snow levels are really cool, and I can't believe, afterwards I went onto the old Google and tried to look up other snow levels. I can't believe I forgot Pandora Drifts from Metroid Prime. That is definitely the coolest one. Like, easily, it's just so good. The music and the atmosphere, and it's just great. Maybe I'm just a kid inside and I love the snow because of winter and snowmen and Christmas and all that malarkey, but oh well. So yeah, while this is probably one of the better routes in the game, and it is pretty enjoyable, it's pretty damn long. So yeah, most of this part will be us actually having to get through this route, because it's really long. They're not messing around with this route. You will be here for a while. So yeah, just leveling up my Pokemon. So what I'm gonna do, because there's really not much to talk about, is that I actually found a list of the top 13 snow levels in games. So I'm just gonna go through them and just see if I agree or not. So I'm not gonna say where they're from. I don't like to advertise, but if they paid me a bit of money under the table, I'll be willing to give them a mention. So yeah, apparently at number 13 is Star Fox 64 for Tana. I had that game. It was pretty good. Oh yeah, and this is Hippopotamus. So, Hippopotamus. I have no idea how you meant to say it. I'm not sure if we've seen it before, but it's a ground type, and it's one of those types that have a sandstorm attack, so whenever you go into battle, it's always going to have a sandstorm appear, so that sucks. So yeah, Star Fox 64, pretty cool level. Number 12 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. I haven't played it, so I'm not going to comment. Number 11 is Diddy Kong Racing, Walrus Cove. Very cool game. Rare are just so good, aren't they? N64 Rare games are just so good. You can't be beat. It's just so good. Number 10 is Banjo-Kazooie Freezeezy Peak, which I mentioned before in the last part. That level's so great. It's not one of the hardest levels in the game, but it is when it starts to get tricky. So, well, it can get tricky for a couple of Jiggies. It's where the ice key is hitting. And it has an amazing soundtrack, so that's great. Yeah, on Pokemon Pearl, at the moment I'm just going back to Hill. As you could see, there's actually very strong snow, or a blizzard, if you like, once you go a bit further into the route. So yeah, you're going to want to be careful. As you can see there, you actually walk slower if you go into certain bits of snow, because certain snow is deeper than other snow, so yeah, as you can see, that's one of the reasons it takes you a while, just because you don't walk as fast. So your number 9 is Star Wars Shadows of the Empire Hoth, which I never played, but I had Rogue Squadron 2 on the GameCube, and that Hoth level was great. Although even better Hoth level would be probably the one in Battlefront 2, I would say. And yeah, this is Snova, which is the first time we've seen this Pokemon. It is Ice and Grass type, and I looked this up, it actually has the most weaknesses of any Pokemon ever. It's like resistant to water, which, what are the chances? You know, the one Pokemon that's got all the weaknesses in the world pretty much, and I sent out Hot Fuzz, which is one of the few types it's resistant against. So yeah, that's a Snova. As you can see, it's in a snowy area, so that just makes sense. I thought I'll go up here to see if there's any items I can find any. I don't know if there's any hidden items, but I don't really know how they work, so yeah, sorry about that. Okay, number 8 on this list is Sonic 3 Ice Cap Zone, which I had never really got that far in Sonic 3. I only ever had it on the PC, and I loved Sonic 2, but it was just, I kind of missed out on it. I had Sonic and Knuckles as well, but I never really played them that much, you know? So I can honestly comment. Although Sonic Unleashed had a really cool snow level, so even though that game wasn't great, that did have a really cool snow level, so. Yeah, number 7, we have Modern Warfare 2 with Cliffhanger, so I totally agree with this. It was an awesome level, you know. It starts off with stealth, and really pretty damn good stealth as well, and then it goes on to more action, and then it just kind of explodes, and oh, such a fun level, such a good campaign. That game was really fun. Yeah, number 6 is Metroid Prime Prandranas Drifts, which I already mentioned. I pretty much love this level for the atmosphere. It's such a good area and such a good atmosphere. You know, they really try to go for the being alone and isolated feeling, and they probably captured it best on this level, so. Yeah, as you can see, there's still not much to talk about in terms of Pokemon Pearl. Or I'm going to find a list of every single type Snova is weak against, because I think you guys need to know, just in case you're thinking of catching one, just how weak this Pokemon is. And because I will be fighting it most of the time, you know. That's the thing with Pokemon games, they introduce a new Pokemon, it's like, look, it's new, you gotta, here it is. Look, it is weak against fighting, flying, poison, rock, bug, steel, and fire. So, it's not actually as bad as I thought it was, but it is 4 times weak against fire because of ice and grass, obviously, so it's pretty cool. So yeah, going back to our list, as number 5 is what I mentioned last time, Metal Gear Solid, Alaska or Shadow Moses, so yeah, it does look cool, although it looks a lot better on Twin Snakes, obviously, so that game was great, such a good game. And as I'm still travelling through this route, number 4, Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask Snowhead. Snowhead is as far as I got playing Majora's Mask. I'm considering playing it again, because my brother has it on the Wii, so I might get back into it, but yeah. Majora's Mask was good, but the time thing, I played most of the game, but I couldn't get over the time thing. Yeah, and yeah, this Pokemon I don't think no, we have seen it before actually, Mantike. I'm not sure what it evolves into, but it's either 3rd or 4th gen, I'm not too sure. So yeah, we got our top 3 now, so number 3 is GoldenEye Surface, which is one of those levels that you kind of forget about. When you think of GoldenEye, you think of the main levels, but Surface 1 and 2 were great, such good levels. Really creepy as well. Back when N64 graphics meant nothing had a soul and was a block. Yeah, we got number 2, Uncharted 2, Heart of Ice, which I have never played. It looks nice, but I'm just not a PS3 person. If I need a Blu-ray player, I'll buy one, but I have my 360, so not slagging off the PS3, but. So yeah, if you come into this house, you're going to meet a woman who is creepy, and obviously creepy people give you things and are like creepy. Are ghost type moves, of course. Because if you wanted to make someone sound like a ghost, you just put 3 dots at the end, and then suddenly they're a ghost. So, and yeah, for the record, I do realise, people that have already played this game, that I do miss something on this route. You're probably going to see it in the video, but when I was playing this game I did actually completely miss over it and didn't see a certain item that you have to pick up. I'm not going to spoil what it is for anyone who hasn't seen this game before, but yeah, before you leave a comment saying blah blah blah, you need to pick this up, I do get it eventually, so just to clear that up. And yeah, number 1 on the 13 greatest snow levels is Mario 64 Cool Cool Mountain. There's like, I think there's 2 snow levels in this. I know there's definitely 2. I'm not sure if there's 3 snow levels on Mario 64, but yeah, Cool Cool Mountain, what a great level. I probably wouldn't have picked it at number 1. My number 1 would be Metroid Prime, but you know, whatever. It's opinion, really. You got to take lists like this just as in, oh, these are some great levels, and this is what happens to be the particular order we like them. And yeah, even though that doesn't actually cover all snow levels, like Mario Kart 64 had some great ones, and Super Mario Galaxy, the skiing in Super Mario Galaxy was so good. It was so cool and done so well, and it looked brilliant. It looked like so good. So yeah, that's the top 13. If you want, you can leave me a comment saying what you think is the best snow level, or maybe a snow level I've missed out that you think deserves a mention, because snow levels are badass. So, yeah, as I'm getting through this route, leveling up my Pokemon, I think I'm quite near the end now. Only maybe one more trainer or so, and then hopefully we're gonna get to the next city. Yeah, my Pokemon are pretty weak. I was considering going back to Hill, but I decided I didn't want to, so that's cool. So here we are at the top of the route. Didn't actually take too long. No, I managed to burn time quite easily, but yeah, we actually have one more cheeky trainer to take out, and as you can see there's a load of grass, so you know what that means. A new route, new grass. Geodudes! Nah, I'm kidding, there's actually no Geodudes in this route. And that's why it's definitely one of my favourite routes, I would have to say. Definitely have to say that, so yeah. So yeah, still, as you can see, Gandy's high jump kick is such a good move. It's just a shame that it misses occasionally. Oh god, coming up in one of the future parts, there's a horrible case of me missing high jump kick. And it almost cost me the battle, so look forward to that. Poor Gandy. Gandy's luck has turned around since it evolves, but not completely. Because I'm unlucky, so yeah. Quite a weird trainer this actually. It has a Sea King of all things. One thing I never really expected to see in this game was a Sea King. And one thing I'm just going to mention, just in case you didn't know this game, despite having all the different Pokemon, or being the 4th generation, only actually has 150 in its Pokedex, so when I was complaining before about how they could have had such a good range of Pokemon, they actually did limit themselves to 150. For whatever reason, I really don't know why they did that. Why not 250? They have the Pokemon already there. They made 107 new ones, I believe. So in this route you can catch a Medicham, which you may be thinking, why the hell did I catch train one? And I don't know. I really don't know. I didn't realise Medicham was in this area. So yeah, that's actually that's the entrance to the to the lake that we need to get to, but Team Galactic has figured out that if they just stand there's nothing that a 10-year-old boy can possibly do to them, thanks to Pokemon logic. So, thanks Pokemon logic. So yeah, if you saw that Sneasel earlier in the part and thought, damn, I want one of those, they're cool. I think it's Dark type, so Dark is cool, right? Moody, Gothic, all that crap. So yeah, you can catch one here as well in this grass. Yeah, this means looking around. We're almost here. We're almost at Snow Point City. Trust me, we're almost there. Well, I think I actually show off one more Pokemon, maybe. No, I don't. Oh no, I do. Good for me. Yeah, I think that was another Medicham which I wanted to fight because my Medicham has Shadow Ball. That's super effective against other Medichams, so it's really good for healing. So here's Snow Point Town, which is a pretty basic town. I was expecting a bit more, if I'm being honest. It's probably one of the dullest towns in this game. Not that it's bad, it's just a bit, you know, there's snow and that's cool, but Yeah, so this is me trying to find the Pokemon Center. After saying this is a simple place, I then can't find the Pokemon Center. It's all very embarrassing. So yeah, once I hit up, we will hopefully take on the gym in this town in the next part. So I've been HonestTom23, and I'll see you then. Okay, goodbye.